As you're revising, a really good thing to think about is structure. What should this look like? Of course, you should have your introduction and your thesis, but I think the body paragraphs are the trickiest. All body paragraphs should begin with a topic sentence that ties directly back to the thesis. They should include an example from the text. Typically, you should paraphrase this in about a sentence. If the language is important, then you should use a quote, but both should be cited parenthetically. The majority of your paragraph should be analysis, close reading. Why does this excerpt show what you're arguing in your topic sentence? For example, if you're arguing, when Jo describes the difficulties of running in a dress, which is something she did, and something Alcott did as well, when she describes the difficulties of running in a dress, Alcott is making an implicit argument for dress reform for women. Here you would have an example of the character Jo describing the trouble she's going through. So you might say Jo describes the dress getting ripped, torn, muddied, and irreparably damaged because the way the tears are made by running with long, heavy skirts, it makes the fabric unusable. And then finally, outside support. So just like we saw earlier, you would get a support perhaps on women's dress in the 19th century, or something about Alcott and how she had difficulty running in a dress but continued to do it every day. And use that to say, you know, Alcott's experience here and her desire for clothing that was easier for her daily runs is this implicit cry for dress reform, even though it isn't explicitly stated. And of course, then you should come to the conclusion of the paper, and after you do many body paragraphs, your conclusion is the takeaway, the so what. Why do we care about this argument that you have spent so much time making?